It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the defense look slow that time. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. USC 0. Bringing it out, it's Lawrence. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So USC's offense out there for their first possession. More of this game within the game, Kirk. You got the quarterback and the corner, two of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude. He doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move the defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
Second down coming up. Send the back in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick it away. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The Bruins are going to cash in here in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Bruins will line up here on 1st down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
will set up for the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14, USC 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10 after the previous play. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a second and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They tackle him about the 14. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Second down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll use the ground game here. And they'll stop him short with the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Bruins getting set on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set, second down play here. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to pull it down and run. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins will look to convert here on fourth down.
False start offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And it's UCLA on top here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but a big gain puts it in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 38.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing.
Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll try the right here. They'll tackle him at the 27. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. Jukes to get free. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. The back's got it. The gain moves the ball to the 34. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And the Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Here's the punt, high in the air. Fair catch taken at the 50. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Now on second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Trojans churn out another first down. First down at 10.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here. Back in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. In the clear at the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking through defenders. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. Eludes a tackle. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Bruins starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Bruins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback still with the football. Nowhere to run up the middle. Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Grab down the middle. It's Cruz. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the Bruins offense is on the move now. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up a third down. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on third down, and now a fourth down decision coming up. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick this one away.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. First down here for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Trojans come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Jones. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Trojans line up with a first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, SC.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Hand off to the right side. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And there's the handoff. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And the Trojans are going to keep this drive moving. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And here's the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC. That puts him on top in the 2nd half.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Single back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Bruins will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. They'll test the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. They'll ride the back again here. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The Bruins come to the line with 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
And the PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
UCLA 24, USC 21.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. We'll hand it off. And the Trojans pick up enough for a first down here. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. And the Trojans pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 6th play of the drive coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
Comes the point after attempt. And they knock through the PAT, so it's a 4-point game, 28-24. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Bruins will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produced a solid gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quick completion to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold it. Offense.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. This is the 6th play on the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up and chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Looking for some space. It's Parker. The Bruins are on the move here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the single back. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Now just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down, looking to throw for it. They'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they get him down after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds his man. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the Bruins look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his target. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. In the clear at the 25. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. Some hard running there through a tackle.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The Bruins are looking to keep this drive going. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try the option play here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Coach deciding to go for 2, trying to cut this lead to a field goal late in the game. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's a sack. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further.
USC 35, UCLA 30.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Great cut there. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. And the back now goes in motion. Quick throw caught on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Cruz. The completion makes it second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. The Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will just clock the football. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Well, so much emotion coming into this game. Always tough to lose to your rival and know the other side's going to have bragging rights now.
Yeah, this one hurts. This one hurts. These are the losses that cut a little deeper because of the bad blood between the two teams.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.